looks like on me. It's not too bad. Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another I Tell Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. So today is the day before me going to my flight to New York. I'm not going straight to Europe first. I'm just stopping off in New York first to spend time with family. A little bit about me is that my entire family is from Jamaica, and I'm also a citizen of Jamaica, but my family is spread out between like 4 countries: the United States, Canada, the UK, and obviously Jamaica. So my dad's side of the family all left Jamaica and are now in New York, but my mom's side of the family is like spread out a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it. Today I'm just preparing and basically cooking everything I have, so no waste, no dash away, because I'm literally leaving for like 2 months and I don't want anything to be spoiling or in the fridge or anything. So I'm starting off my day with some delicious jerk mushrooms, super simple to make, and it's just what I had in the fridge. It's just the food I had, and I'm also pairing this with some super tasty and easy to make vegan scrambled eggs. These eggs are made from pumpkin seeds. If you're interested in the recipe, it will be linked in the description box and on my website italeatsandtreats.com. I don't know how I wanna feel. I don't know how you all feel before you go on a trip, but I like to really fill my body up with nutrients. I don't like to eat sugar honey iced tea before going on a plane. I like to really include a lot of nutrients and vitamins and fruit and veggies and everything into my diet before I'm going on a plane, because you're very susceptible to like illness and disease and catching a cold and everything before you go on a plane. So I always love to consume things like ginger, coconut water and everything to make me feel good. And this breakfast was super filling, very delicious, packed with protein, but also healthy, had good nutrients, and help to support a healthy immune system and a healthy body.
Yeah, all right. Check. I had to hit that slide out so these niggas know me, and I've been in my hideout. Had to pump that, get that thump back, hello 1-2 step. I run that, get that boom bap dumping, make your must.
Okay, hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another I Tell Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. Sorry if I look crazy, I just dabbed on some concealer and I didn't even blend it properly, and I'm also recording on my phone, and holy something. My glasses are dirty right now, so I have to clean them, so let's just make this quick. I am going on a 2-month backpacking trip. I'm going to 4 different countries in Europe, and I'm very excited. I've only been to one of the countries before, but I don't really know if I can count that because that was only for 10 hours. So I'm really excited. I'm leaving my camera here because I'm only taking backpacks. I have my personal item right there and then my carry-on right there. I've decided that I only want to do carry-on because last time when I was in Colombia and Latin America for 3 months, I carried a huge suitcase and it was just not the move. So I decided I'm gonna do backpacks this time. I'm talking really fast because I literally have so much stuff to do. Well, that's not true. I don't have like so much stuff to do. I basically got everything done and my bags are already packed. I just have to like rearrange everything. I have to go run to the store, get one of my perfumes I like, get a couple snacks, maybe get some bread to make a sandwich. That's not really so much stuff. I'm stopping off in New York first for about a week, and then I'll be going to my first country, which I'm so excited for. And yeah, the whole entire trip is gonna last 2 months, but like I said, I do have a couple errands to run. Unfortunately, I have a 5 a.m. flight. I was being super cheap and booked a 5 a.m. flight. So it's either I go to bed at 7 p.m. or I just don't go to bed at all. And I genuinely have to decide which one I want to do. I have to go return a huge stack of books over there. I'm gonna go ahead and start running my chores and maybe eat a snack before I go. Here is the ginormous stack of books that I have to go ahead and return. And here are my 2 backpacks. This is my personal item. It looks bigger than what it actually is. And then this is the carry-on. This is a backpack that like opens up like a suitcase. This is what it looks like on me. It's not too bad. It's just like 19 pounds. I weighed it yesterday. It's really not that bad. And honestly, for the adventures I do, I prefer this over a suitcase. Oh, this is crooked. incredibly simple. All I literally did was just warmed up some food I had in the fridge, and this basically consisted of some cook-up spaghetti squash that I roasted in the oven the other day, and I also had some like black beans and roasted butternut squash from the other day as well. And from a previous video, I made some curry plantain, so this was a pretty good meal. I just wish I had a bit more color on the plate because it's kind of beige, and you know you need a little bit of color on your plate for reach all your nutrients and stuff. I love to have variety and color on my plate because whenever I have color on my plate, my gut is healthy and my gut is happy, and we all love gut health. So to pair with my plate of food, that was super easy. I literally just warmed it up. I wanted to make a freshly pressed juice, so basically it just consisted of some apples, some tangerine, a little bit of ginger. Put it in my Cuvings Revo 830, which is my absolute favorite juicer ever, along with the Cuvings Auto 10. If you're interested in 10% off, definitely use my code ITALEATS and link in bio. And I have many other videos with the juicer, and I also love to use this juicer to make sorbet because it's super hot outside right now. I recently just finished like a 2-month very strict fast, and I wanted to get some snack for the plane ride. Unfortunately, I ended up finishing the whole bag of chips. My goodness. So I just had a little bit left over, so I was like, I'm gonna finish it right now. There's literally nothing left in the bag, so there was no sense in me taking a nearly empty bag of chips on a plane. So I just finished that and had it as a snack, and I decided to go buy another bag for the plane ride. Now I'm making some homemade crispy chickpeas for the plane ride. This recipe is also on my website and linked in description box if you're interested. It's super easy to make, and I love to make these as a snack or like a salad topper or to replace croutons. They're super easy to make and delicious, and obviously packed with protein, and I love them. No. So I had a coconut left over, and my mom does not really, despite her being born and raised in Jamaica, she does not break open coconuts at all. So I am always the one that has to break open a coconut. So if I were to leave it with her, it would just go to waste. So I decided to break open this coconut and make a drink I've been obsessing over the past couple of months. I discovered it in Colombia. It's called Limonada de Coco. Limonada de Coco. It's just basically like a coconut lemonade, but instead of using lemon, you could use lime. And oh my god, it's so simple, easy to make. When I want a hot like fire, it tastes so good. So I do not necessarily have this recipe on my website. Probably I will maybe do it, but the recipe will be linked in the description box. It's so delicious, and it even tastes better when you have the fresh coconut milk. It's super easy to make, full of electrolytes, good for you, and delicious.
I'm through with picking up this mess. Every moment sick about the stress. It's time we talk about bad dreams. Gonna chop to reality. Every morning when I wake up slow, I can feel everything tip overflow. Yeah, I never thought I'd feel surprised. Every time I look, you hiding me. Now it's time, I gotta go. I need to know. The decision's been my fault. It's time now. Wrote these lyrics on my phone, better than being alone. Maybe I can save my soul. It's time now. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up for a while. Switch it up, switch it up.
So another snack I decided to make was these chocolate walnut brownie bliss balls or energy balls, whatever you want to call them. This will also be linked in description box for the recipe. They're super simple to make and they're very healthy and they're also super delicious. So I love taking snacks on the plane ride, and these actually lasted me throughout my week stay in New York. So in total, I had a whole heap of snacks for literally like a 2-hour plane ride. I don't know why I felt inclined to pack this many snacks, but I was super dedicated to not buying anything from the airports, and honestly I did not.
Now it's time, I gotta go. I need to know. Indecision's been my fault. It's time now. Wrote these lyrics on my phone. Better than being alone. Maybe I can save my soul. It's time now. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up for a while. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up.
Ta-da! So here is all, please ignore the washing machine in the background by the way, but here is all of the snacks that I have, plus the new portable charger that I bought. We have cassava flour tortilla chips, and they're fully obviously vegan, and they're cheesy quote unquote because they have nutritional yeast, and that has B12. Of cherry apples, hopefully they all fit. Bag of blueberries that I just like washed and dried. An entire bag of those energy balls that I showed earlier. These are so delicious, and these will actually serve as my breakfast when I land, probably along with an apple and some blueberries. And some protein. I have my paprika garbanzo beans, chickpeas. All in all, I had a great, safe plane ride. I reached New York safely, and the snacks were absolutely delicious. This was a very early rise and plane ride. I think it was about like 6 a.m. or so. But I actually met a Guyanese Uber driver on the way to the airport, and he was just really bigging me up. He was bigging up my business, bigging up Ital Eats and Treats, so it was super inspiring. So now we're fast forwarding to our very last day in New York. Please do not at me. I was a bit too lazy to record every single day of food I was eating. But basically, I was just eating Jamaican food and like basic food that I could make at my auntie's house, okay? Nobody wrong with me. So today, I'm finally taking my flight to London. I wanted to make sure I had a lot of fruit and good food in my body, in my system. So I'm cutting up a whole heap of fruit that I got like from this West Indian, Caribbean, Hispanic market. Some really delicious and ripe papaya, orange, some mango. It literally tasted so good and it was incredible. And today in New York was super hot and lovely. Summer has been nice so far, and I enjoyed this outside on the porch. For breakfast, I have decided to make a simple quinoa porridge with some berries to top with, but I accidentally put way too much cinnamon. Oh my goodness, this was literally brown. My quinoa porridge is not usually this brown, so just keep that in mind. Regardless, it was still really delicious, and if you're interested in the recipe, it will be linked in the description box. I love quinoa porridge because it's an alkaline alternative to oatmeal, and some people don't really like oatmeal, so I really love quinoa. It's literally packed with protein. It's a complete protein. It's delicious and it's good for you and easy on your digestion. So now I'm basically packing a sandwich for me to take because my flight was around like 6 p.m. or so, so I wanted to leave about like 3 p.m. So I made a very simple sandwich with some hummus, and I had to put a little Jamaican flavor on it. So I mixed a little bit of jerk seasoning with some hummus, put some greens on there, and this sandwich ended up being super tasty and easy to make. And I packed like a banana and stuff. I'm flying with Norse Airline, and I did pay for like the premium thing, so I did have a vegan meal waiting for me, but this sandwich was also really nice to have on deck.
Back it up, retrograde like Mercury. Do your little dance in an apple bottom jeans.
I try my hardest not to fly to London or anywhere in Europe basically during the summertime because the prices them bad. Oh my goodness, I literally paid like double the price for my ticket as opposed to if I were to fly like in September or October or something. But I really wanted to see my family and me can't deal with the cold. But basically I flew with Norse Airlines. They're really not that good of an airline like at all. They're super like budget. It's like the spirit of the transatlantic. They gave me some like rice noodles with like tofu and stuff. It was good. It made my stomach hurt a little bit, but I have a bit of a sensitive stomach. It was kind of oily, but hey, it made me full for the ride. It was just like about a 7-hour plane ride, so it really was not that bad. When I finally reached London, they had a supermarket at the airport, which is something I have literally never seen before. So I grabbed some fruit and a sandwich, which ended up being absolutely disgusting. And I met up with my mama, and that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. The next video coming up will be my food tour in Ireland, so if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.
She got the key, drip expensive, love is free. She got the bag off PPP. Morning sex, call it Sunny D. Not a joke, but it's tongue in cheek. Eggplant emoji next to the peach. Yeah, blah blah blah, you know what